How's it going, everyone? Let me see if I got things straightened out. I think I'm live. So hard to tell. Gotta be live. So anyways, I posted the live link right here. Just the post. You can see BTC going higher. I got the live chat open in on the YouTube channel, cryptocurrency prices. So you can chat over there. I want everyone to watch this over on Stimit, though. See if I can get these things exclusive to Stimit and to get a following over here instead of YouTube. It's just kind of worthless over there. Gonna do a 4-hour review. Let's get rid of this. Bitcoin's going higher. We went through a first measure move on the monthly chart. So far, so good on the feed. I apologize if my internet is cranky, but so far, so good. So let's do it. So anyways, hang on one second. Got some disturbances. I'm gonna clear out all my stuff so I can get busy. Here we go. I think we're live, uninterrupted now. What's going on from the previous breakout to the high back in 2013, came all the way down, blah, blah, blah. The measured move is the top of the pattern to the bottom. This is approximate, but because we don't have any previous highs or previous lows, we got to approximate something. So a measured move is in. And it now, Bitcoin is moving into the second measured move. So I figured the first measured move was 2,100. So let's get this down to 2,100. Not exact. Close enough, I guess. So anyways, we're in the second measured move. Past 2,100, we had a 50% rule. We got a little hiccup there. 2,000 was a little hiccup, but nothing to take this thing back too far. So it gathered its legs a couple times and kept moving. So we got the measured move. The next measured move is to 3,000. So I'm thinking it's going to come back into 2,000 here shortly. I'm not sure when. But you can see the previous high break came back, had a nice little pullback here, and just kept going. Those pullbacks are very healthy, so watch for those support lines on this is a 4-hour chart. So we had a previous, and it looks like a lot of people are taking a ride. Nice volume. So there she is. That's what's going on. 3,000 is the mark since we're in the second measured move. I'm thinking this is going to come back in, retrace, double back, climb. We don't want one of those parabolic moves into 3,000. Definitely do not want that pump and dump scenario. Then everyone is going to call us a bunch of fake market manipulators. And I don't think that it is at all. I think it's more real than the equities market, the futures market. All that stuff is just so manipulated. It's unbelievable. The open interest on gold and silver alone, that market down for so long. We don't have that problem here. We've got big whales that can stop a move, but all they're doing is accumulating. When the commercials get on the equities that stop a move, I mean, they sit there for weeks. The free market will prevail. I'm really glad someone gave me a donation in Bitcoin because trading these things are so awesome. So there we go. Look for the pullbacks, buy the pullbacks, sell into resistance, buy the dips. So let's move on and start from the top alphabetically. We're going to do a 4-hour chart review. So let's start here. Maybe a 4-hour chart's not going to do it. Need a longer term chart to figure out what's going on. 4-hour charts should be good enough, I think. I'm not sure though. We'll keep going on a 4-hour chart and see if we can get a nice scramble. So coming out of that pattern, got higher lows coming through. Resistance upward trend line. Let's pop over that, come back in. It's got to close above that trend line to start support, and then it can move on up. Right now, it's stuck at resistance every time. Blowback, blowback, blowback. It's building though, so it's in this little pattern. Squeeze and pop. That's the price pinch. Price has to make a decision, up or down. So let's keep on going. Watch outside of that pattern. It's a 4-hour chart. The lines are not exact, so forgive me, but you can see the point. Pattern came back in. Boom, boom, hit resistance, came back in, came back in. It looks like it's building pretty nicely. I think 13.2 is a break. We take out these two highs here at the later. Previous high, use it as your support. 13.2 seems like a nice break for AMP. Stay above that point. Use the previous highs as your support. Onward and upward. Got a reverse head and shoulders coming off this top. Sometimes reversals happen when bottom patterns fail. So we got a peak here, came down. That's the left head, right shoulders coming in. Watch those right shoulders. It could just swing slingshot mode and then flip it across. Resistance that broke. So this has been running up pretty good. So be careful on the upside. Limits short. Keep that price on a short lease. It could just fall over previous high breaks, breaking into previous highs. Could ride on that range, no problem. In an instant, you've seen this happen a dozen times. Support's got a hold on these upward trends. But that being said, we had a nice little fake out here. Crossed over support, back in, and now it's supported by that right shoulder. Look for previous high breaks coming at 6, 7 straight. And this is my little marker from the measured move. From this measured move down here. So let's do it. My little markers sometimes. So I got the 1, 2, 3. It's on the third measured move. You can do the same. Probably be more exact than me if you really want to get down to it. But these are just estimates because longer term on this thing, there's no reference. Get used to these measured moves. Make sure you understand the 50% rule. Where were we? 4-hour chart. Sorry, I lost my mind. Boom, boom. So watch that right shoulder come in. Watch the previous high breaks. Buy into support, buy that break. Right now it popped over, came back into support. Nice little whipsaw over, back through, now into support. Watch the previous high breaks. Looks like it's pretty healthy on that 4-hour chart. Again, this 4 hours each candle, 3 days before it settles in and breaks out. Keep those measured moves going. BCN just falling over. I mean, what can you say? It had a nice run on Sunday night. Sunday night was the last run, wasn't it? It was a hell of a run, too. The 21st. 21st. Yeah, Sunday night. Or all day Sunday. Anyways, it came all the way back down. We rode it all the way back up. Made a lower high. And that's where we stopped out because it made a lower high on the weekly open. So now it's going to come down into the weekly low. We don't know where that is yet. So watch it on the downside. I got support line at 34 coming into previous highs. If it breaks previous highs, watch it come into the range of things. If it spikes down past the 34, use the top half as a measured move. But I do believe that BCN will catch support before that happens. If it doesn't, don't be mad at me. Just pick it up on the cheap. BCN, I would wait. It ran too hard and fast. BCY on a long-term chart, I'm looking for a pattern break. Buying into support yesterday would have been awesome for anybody that was listening. Support, back into support. Previous highs, break. You can see that price pinch coming in. You could stay in here for a while. BLL. Coming here on the bottom, nice spike. Nice spike coming back over. It's got to close above support for a little bit of time. Looks like we're being stopped out so far by previous lows, coming back into the next range. So it's still working. Long-term charts say it's bullish. Coming off a bottom. No, wrong one. Sorry, that's not coming off a bottom. Let's see where that bottom was coming in at. There's the bottom. Crossed over the 34, back into support. Doing the stair step into support, build. That's a nice little candle. When it opens up, comes back in, opens up, comes back in. It could do that for a while. See that? Nice volume on the corner there. That's an hour chart. That's where the bottom I was looking at. Sorry. 4-hour chart. Back to the 4-hour chart. I got a downward trend line. It needs to break above. Take this bottom top. Right across. Watch for weakness on the downside. Flat bottom breaks. It's at resistance right now. It's got to pop above. And it's got to pop. Into support, build. What do we got? BLK had a nice run. Nice volume bar. Came back into supports building. It's got a nice U shape. Maybe even reverse head and shoulders over the support lines. Look for previous high breaks. I think we talked about this yesterday. Long-term charts. Dark coin. Looks like it popped below support. Struggling to get back above Nice legs, consolidating sideways, coming across the 8 into the 34. Let's see if we can build in here and pop on up. Got nothing. And again, Bitcoin, 2294. And Bitcoin Tether for Poloniex is 2295. So I think it's getting back in line with each other, I think, right? Seems like it was so off, and it was hard to figure out what the heck is going on. EM, look for previous high breaks, obviously. Consolidating here. Look at the volatility. Look how small the price ranges are in here. And then bam, 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 bam. It's got a lot of volatility. Look for previous high breaks, stay above previous highs. Looks like BTS might fall over. It's hanging 10 on that support line. It's popped over, popped under a couple times. Nice hammer over support. Maybe we will get a churn on this. This was my lifesaver during the last, not this run, but the previous run on Bitcoin. Helped me get all the way up that. Nice hammer. Take previous high breaks on this and see where it takes you. Perfect. Use previous highs as your support. Make sure support holds. These things fall apart really fast. Burst. I like burst. I had a little flavor of this last night, but it fell apart on me. So let's see what we can come up with. It's coming into a pinch. Gets back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and pop. Watch the pop across resistance, coming back into support. If you mix the pop, buy it into support. I got a double bottom, spike low. Looks like it recovered nicely on clam. This thing was really busy. I kept missing it though. I was always in something else when this thing was running. I really wanted to catch that break there. I missed it. I definitely, well, I had something in it, but it was just free shares from a previous trade. Not much to get excited about, but spike low. Watch for previous high breaks. Looks like it popped above, came back into support at the end. Look at that. That's bullish. Look at that price move. Boom. Boom. Look at the stair step. Stair step into support. Bounce pretty nicely. Watch for previous high breaks on Dash. You are not late for this one. That you can. Nice Dash. Nice little pattern break right there. That's money. That's the top of the list right there, Dash. DCR still struggling. I had a pop in it. Came back. Made a higher low. So let's see. Let's use that line there. It's not perfect. It's not perfect at all. Had the pattern. Popped out once. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Had a nice little cup moving right now. Came back in. Doubled back. Nice two-bar reversal there. Popped over. Inverted hammer on the close. Previous high breaks. Could be bullish. Could be this kind of bullish too. Right outside that pattern. It's DCR on the list. Let's see. DGB ran pretty hard and fast once it started going. So, no, I missed it. I was always ready for it to come, and I always missed it. Terrible, terrible. It was on my watch list for a long time too. Bad trader. Boom, boom, boom. Let it break into previous highs. Previous highs, you got a lot of resistance on the way up. Spike low, boom, boom, stair stepped. Or at any time. Hold previous highs on the way up. DCI or DGB ran hard. Support. Looks like it's making a lower high on the 4-hour chart. Always be aware how hard and fast it ran last week. So let it come back into you. Runners, these fast runners, let them rest for a while. Don't even look at them. Find something that hasn't moved yet. We'll get to them. Boom. DOGE, where are you? Looks like 4-hour chart. It's got a turn. Broke over resistance back into support. Highs, I'm in it. I got to hold previous highs over a little bit. It's got to get some legs. It's got to get above the 8. I'd much rather see this above the 8 in the next 2 hours. So let's take a gander at the 15-minute chart. This thing better not fall over again. I've been chasing it all the way down. Selling resistance, let it come down. Buying back into support. I might even have a bearish flag on that little end there. Watch for any previous low breaks to the downside. Let it come back into the previous breaks. It's holding previous highs. Let's see if it holds here. This is where it counts, holding previous highs. Otherwise, it's going to fall into the range. EMC squared again. There it is, support buy right there. Boom. Pick it up. 1617. Looks like it's a runner. Let it previous high breaks. Let it run. Watch for it. Always once it ran, watch for the next opposing point at lower highs or double tops. It's going to take a lot of effort to get through on the first break. So watch for the lower high. Watch for the double top. Let it come back into support. So if you buy down here, sell into resistance, let it come back into support. And buy the break. So watch this make a lower high. Let it come back in. Boom, 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 boom. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Let it break. But certainly you can trade this. Buy it at the bottom, sell it at resistance. Buy it at the bottom, sell it at resistance. Once you get in here, I don't recommend doing that. It's too tight of a range to really just nail it every time. So the first and the second one are my favorites to accumulate free shares. Free shares, baby. That's where it's at. We called this yesterday. I think it was just breaking. And it's running for 8 hours. Let's get back to the 4-hour chart. Flat top break. Hope everyone caught it. That was an easy peasy call right there, 12 hours ago. Boom. Right over the resistance line. Yeah, right over previous highs. So that support, you got another high to take care of. Watch resistance on the way up. Looks like I got resistance right there. So maybe on the first pump into resistance, sell it, let it come back in. Make a pattern, buy the break. Quick reversals, and then make a tight U, and then break. Those are the classics right there, the throwbacks. But don't chase it if you're not already in. Buy the break if you can find it on the long-term chart. Come back into support. A little nice little tight pattern going. You can see how tight it's getting. Tight, tight, tight. Wide range. Tighter, 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 tighter at the top. So watch that pattern break. Looks like a high-level pennant. High-level consolidation phase, forming a pennant. It's getting real tight in there. Could be next 4 hours, next 8 hours. Little break. Buy the break. Could be up, could be down. Price has to make a decision when it's in a pinch. Look at this 4-hour chart, EXP for support. Wow. That's a nice little hammer. So we had a bottom. Here's a nice little hammer right here too. Boom, boom. Hammer, hammer. Popped over resistance, came back into support. That's your buy. You can catch the legs if you want. You can cross over the 8. But this support buy is where you're at. That's where you want to be. Let it come and get you. Easy peasy. 4-hour charts. FCT, watch for previous high breaks. I think we turned over this scenario yesterday. Watch double top rejections. Pick it up on the support. FCT, now it is FLDC. This ran pretty good, so I don't know if it's got a lot of legs left, but previous highs at 6, stay above 6. We want to stay above previous highs. Otherwise, we're just going to fall back into the range. So it's got a lot of work to do. Looks like a double top on the close. There. It's holding support, though. Double top. So it might come down. Watch it. Support has to hold. Flow. I'm going to want to catch this on the next ride. Oop. That breakout was pretty awesome. Let it come in. Had a 2-bar reversal there. 2-bar reversal there. Inverted hammer there. Look for previous high breaks. Stay above support. Let's get above that 34. Or a higher low. Double bottom. So it looks bullish. Let it get above the 34. Let it come back into the 34. Make sure support holds. Game looks like a high level reverse head and shoulders. Watch that right shoulder come down and whip down and just shake everybody out. Head, nice head. Nice hammer. Look at that hammer. Bam. Reversal bars or 2-bar reversal hammer into resistance. Back into support. Nice hammer. Inverted hammer. Boom, boom, boom. This thing's got reversal all over it. Watch the break game on the upside. It's gaining momentum. 4-hour charts. I got a lower high put in on this one. It might need to gather its legs. I got a head and shoulders top. Shoulders top on Genome. So watch that. Might be a little top heavy. Patterns can fail. Burst out with some news or I don't know. Bitcoin to 10,000. That'd probably lift all boats past the head and shoulders top. Yeah, I like this one yesterday. It's still going. 4-hour charts. Oh, now it's breaking out. This one's in alert. GNT is breaking out on the upside. A little slow at first. Boom, boom. Let's see a longer term chart, make sure. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's going to continuation here. Here we come. GNT wants to continue. Let's just shake this up a little bit better and do a flat top break over previous highs. Get over this previous high at 18.7. Use that as your support. Get over this one, and it's a full-blown blue sky breakout. That looks pretty nice. The other one that looks like that is PASC. You just want to skip ahead. Gold coming back into support, gathering its legs, trying again. GRC, I'm on the wrong chart. Looks like it's coming into support. Had a nice run, coming back into support. Got a lot of these little bottoms going on. It's got to hold support. I got higher lows coming in. Hold support, get above. Build, build, build. Previous lows over here are resistance. All the way up. Go through another top of the range. HUC. I could never time this one right. I really like the long-term chart on HUC. Yeah, Bitcoin's going up heavy. So HUC broke, came back in, broke again, came back in. It's building. It's just really, I have a really hard time timing this HUC, but it's going to have a breakout with some gusto. Kind of like that breakout, but that was just like a volatility move. Someone just dumped like 100 Bitcoin or something. So it's building. One of these days, it's going to break out pretty nicely. JNUG all the way back into support. Shoulders on JNUG. This one, but it doesn't seem to be wanting to hold support up there. So watch reversal here. Long wick, hanging man. Not perfect, but it's got that attitude of I'm done for now. It's got to gather its legs. We got to reverse head and shoulders on this. In the head. So it's above support. It's got a nice reversal. Take the reversal on the upside. If price gets above the reversal bars have great support resistance lines. So get above the support. Looks like 9.5 and above. Use that reversal bar as your support on the upside. But right now it's having some troubles. Back into support first. LSK yesterday for the long-term chart. Boom, boom. Right over that 34, came back into support, doubled back, double bottom, 2-bar reversal, boom. Broke over previous highs. Nice move. Check longer-term charts for previous lows for resistance. Sell into resistance, buy back into support. You can't go forever. That wasn't a clue. LTC came over back into support. So far, support's got a hold. Looks like it's bouncing off of support nicely. Making a move. 4-hour chart. Look for previous high breaks. Use that. Looks like 186. No. Excuse me. There at 186. Yes. 187. Call it. Support on the way up. By the break. NAUT coming off the bottom. This long-term pattern looks like an elaborate reverse head shoulders, but it looks like the right shoulder is still consolidating. So you see the pattern here. So the right shoulder back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's not ready yet. Watch for the breakdowns. But break that line. Break that line on the upside. Be a nice little run. Short on volume, NAUT, short on volume. NAV, I heard that was frozen yesterday, so I don't know what to do with this one. Why was it frozen? I don't know. Maybe I got really, really excited. I don't know. Recently came into support, back and forth, back and forth. Nice little U. Watch for a little pop on NAV. NEOS coming back into support one more time. That long-term chart on NEOS is really exciting, but it's just stair stepping up. It's not really making any big moves. Something, I miss it. The only move that was that one. Look for previous high breaks for some kind of an exhaustion move. Continuation. Looks like it wants to take a flat top break here soon. NMC broke down, it's coming into support. It's gathering its legs, gets higher lows, see if it can get back up and gain support again. It looks like it got knocked back quite a bit. Note, look for previous high breaks. Highs, I mean, it's right there. Came back into support, tried to break, made a double top. High, came back into support, doubled back with a hammer. Boom, 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 boom. Over, under, 2-bar reversal. Look for previous high breaks at 3.5. Easy, easy. In XC, I'm waiting for a long-term pattern break. It's in the pattern, so be careful when you trade inside the pattern. Really got to know what you're doing. Right now, it's in the middle of the range. When it breaks. In XT, back and forth, back into resistance, came back into support. Watch the flat top break. This is building nicely. I got a double bottom, higher low, opposing point. Right over resistance. Oh, look at that little production value. Maybe I'll get a break as I speak. Nice little pattern there. It could break down. Watch out below. Nicely sideways and then popped back into support. Nice little U after the consolidation. So it looks like it's getting ready. Little pop. Omni still having some trouble getting overs. Still bullish on the long-term chart, but let it come back in, I guess. Do what it's doing. At 3 tops. Previous high breaks at 12. Use that as your support. PASE. It looks like it's getting nice. This one's on the top of the list, shoving out Dash. I don't know where Dash is. PASC. That long-term chart, it's got a real nice little tight little pattern forming. happens. Pink. Looks like it broke outside the pattern, came back into support. So it's building, gathering its legs. Watch the volume again. Looks good. Came over, came under, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Watch the previous high breaks into previous lows. Right up that range. It's got a little bit of work to do, but it looks like it's consolidating nicely over support. That looks bearish. Pot. You can see the breakdown, the resistance, and the rejection. I do have higher lows. It could be my bad, and it could churn, but about that. What's up, Dan? I'm holding the alts. Glad the live video is going through fine. Could be a double bottom. Let it come back into support. This could be just a bearish retracement back into resistance. Broke down, back into resistance. Let it come down for another leg. Otherwise, we'd try to wait until it breaks into previous lows and right up that range. Hopefully, you'll catch that break because the long-term chart on pot is a continuation. PPC, that's a resistance. It popped over once from its highs, popped over, well, got rejected here, popped over, got rejected again. I got a AB bottom, 2 bottom. Now it's coming back in. It's building, building, let it pop above. Previous highs over here for support. Break into those previous lows. Rads looks a little weak right there, but it's doing that same turn, consolidation, back and forth, and then pop, and then coming back into support like a little mini cup and handle. High breaks. See, like a cup, and then the handle. Nice hammer. Look for previous high breaks. Take a ride. In mind. Don't let support buys. Don't let the support fall out after you just made a buy, and think that you're going to hold on to it all the way down. REP looks like it's ready. Another one on the list. REP. Watch that previous high break. It's a 4-hour chart. Could take all night. RIC. Nice hammers on the bottom. Get above previous highs. Looks like it broke down, came back into resistance, came back down, consolidated very nicely. Previous high breaks, watch the pop. Let's get above previous highs and build. There's a nice little meeting line, not perfect meeting line, but there's a nice resistance right there that it's above right too. So let it build into the range. Break into previous lows, get into that next range. There we go. SPD. I'm seriously trying my hardest to remember to buy a little bit of this every single, I don't know, time frame. Daily. I only got a couple buys in it, but I want to see this one break out. This one's going to be nice. This one's going to be nice. Watch this one. Steam dollar. Back and forth, and then it got rejected, came back into support. Now I got a double bottom. I don't know about you, but that inverted hammer is very telling. And then this one, I don't know what is going on here, but very topsy-turvy. Volatility is in. That means something's going to happen. Whenever you see that volatility, watch out. I want to make sure I catch SBD on a breakout. SC is one of those runners, so let it come in. We do have that same kind of style. Watch for the continuations, of course. But since it ran so heavy, it's another reverse head and shoulders off a top pattern. Support's got to hold. Watch those right shoulders. It could just whip your ass right out of it. You know, the reverse head and shoulders. Right? Here's the right shoulder. It could just swing down, shake your ass out. Like a slingshot. Otherwise, take the previous high breaks. Watch for the head. If it fails, watch for the head to break down at 3-3. Right around there. A nice reversal pattern. Let the pattern break. It's come to you. Don't force them. SJCCX. This one's made a high. Came into a bottom. Came into another bottom. Build, 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 build. 2-bar pattern there. Into resistance, back into support. 2-bar pattern here. Use previous high breaks on this 4-hour chart. Take a ride. It's building pretty nicely. Nice reversals on the bottom. Knocking out a bottom. Here's steam. Steam's going higher. Higher. That's a reverse head and shoulders. Watch for resistance to come in. Let the support come back in. It could take a while. Very nicely. Support has to hold. Wait for support to buy. If support doesn't hold, it's the beauty of it. If it doesn't hold, you know you made a mistake right away. You just get out. Pattern on the 4-hour chart, ready to break. Looks like Strat took another ride last time we spoke. Let this come back in to support. A lot of times on these altcoins, nothing's for sure, but once the break happens, a lot of times they come all the way back in. So set your orders down here at the previous break. Let it pick you up on a nice little bounce. Into support. Those previous highs are your support. STR. Another runner. I think we just let it rest. Not sure where this one's going yet. It's below support right now. Yes. Had a break into resistance, came back into support, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Make sure support holds, get above previous highs. Let it build back into resistance. Second time across, as resistance will take hold, and then watch that sharp U for the third try across. 2, and then 3. Looks like it's consolidating nicely over support. 4-hour chart on VIA. Tried once, came back into support. Watch for previous high breaks, take a ride. VRC, previous high breaks. This one's going to be a nice one once it gets going. It tried once, came into support, gathering its legs. Watch for the previous high breaks. Flat top. Long-term chart on this is awesome. There it is. That's the one. I want to catch that. Look at the volume. These are monthly candles. Look at the volume. Into resistance, backs off. Into resistance, backs off. Made a lower low. Back into resistance with a gusto. Monthly chart down here. Took a ride from there. Hit resistance. That's what I'm saying on that 4-hour chart. Watch for resistance to take out. Stay above previous highs for support. It looks like it's on its highs right now. BRC. This one's below support. It's building though. Boom, 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 boom. Nice hammer there. Nice hammer there. It's building. Broke down, broke down. Nice U. Could be a little bullish. Watch for support. Look at all the legs pointing down. That's a tall tale. XBC, waiting for this one. Yes, I am waiting. I got a double bottom on the 4-hour. Long-term chart says it's holding support. Broke down, came into resistance, held support, higher lows. Trend line. All the way up. Make sure you buy into support. Make sure support holds. If it falls over, you know you made a mistake. It gets the heck out. XCP. Where are you, XCP? Into resistance. Look at the previous high. Back into support. Watch for the previous high breaks. Take previous highs all the way up. XCP. Let's see a long-term chart just to review. Hit resistance, coming back into support. Long-term chart's going to be fun. Those long-term chart pattern breaks. Huge moves. Huge. There you go. There we go. Got a 2-bar pattern here. Came into support, gathering its legs. See the legs? Boom, boom. It's pointing up too, so it's in a conundrum. But take previous highs, use it as your support on the way up. Watch that pattern break. Boom. Another one on the list. XEN, put on that double top. So I'm thinking it's going to have to come in, and it looks like it's skirting support right now. 8's coming across. If you're holding this one, I would buy it at support. Previous highs over here at support. I got previous highs into the range at 7, 8 at support, all the way back into previous breaks. But right now, that's a bearish flag over support all over. We're working a double top, so it's very heavy, top heavy right now. Had a nice run, XEM. XMR looks like it's running support. Oh, that's a long-term chart break. Okay, broke that little tight pattern. Now let's take out the previous highs. That's going to be a triple top break. Notice the first bump, notice the second bump, and then the sharp U. Boom. Watch XMR across resistance. That is going to be a tight one. Let it come back into support if it has to. Buy that support buy. XPM, nice move. Look for previous high breaks on this. It's at 25. Like a long-term pattern break coming. Get above this previous high over here. Double top, flat top break at, looks like 27. 27 on up. It's at 25. Better watch. Him. XRP. XRP ran and ran and ran. Looks like it fell over support, came back into resistance, and fell over. Resistance and falling over again. Let it as it ran. Don't let them fast. Hit resistance, got rejected. Hit resistance, got rejected. Look for previous low breaks. Otherwise, let it consolidate. Breaks to let it fall in. You can see that bearish retracement move as it crosses over the 34 back into resistance. That's a bearish retracement. and I got a reversal bar there. Inverted hammer over support. So hold those higher lows. Support has to hold. It can build from here, no problem. But it ran hard and fast. Let it come in if it has to. XVC, look for previous high breaks. Things are happening out there. Look for previous high breaks. XVC. ZEC, I missed that one yesterday. That was a mistake. Run. I think that happened while we were doing the video yesterday, so there was no way I can do that. Look for continuations. I got a higher low pattern forming, or lower high, giving us that downward trend line, and a slight upward trend line there. So look for previous high breaks if it wants to continue. Otherwise, look for previous low breaks and pattern breaks onto the downside, as it can always come back into support, no problem. And that's it. That is it. How long have we been doing this? Indeed. Who knows? I do not know until I stop, I guess. Anyways, come again for watching. And there's a few other people that are watching. Hopefully on Steemit. Please watch me on Steemit. I'm going to post a live video feed over there. Help me support my channel. Steemit is paying out quite a bit more. And I'm pretty tired of YouTube's crap, so blah, 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 blah. So thanks for watching. Please share, comment, and like. Let me know what's going on.